Letter 69 by Charles Lamb. Charles Lamb to Thomas Manning P.M. Oct. 16, 1800. Dear Manning, had you written 1 week before you did, I certainly should have obeyed your injunction. You should have seen me before my letter. I will explain to you my situation. There are 6 of us in one department. 2 of us within these 4 days are confined with severe fevers, and 2 more, who belong to the Tower Militia, expect to have marching orders on Friday. Now 6 are absolutely necessary. I have already asked and obtained 2 young hands to supply the loss of the feverites. And, with the other prospect before me, you may believe I cannot decently ask leave of absence for myself. All I can promise, and I do promise with the sincerity of St. Peter, and the contrition of sinner Peter if I fail, that I will come the very first spare week, and go nowhere till I have been at Cambridge. No matter if you are in a state of pupillage when I come, for I can employ myself in Cambridge very pleasantly in the mornings. Are there not libraries, halls, colleges, books, pictures, statues? I wish to God you had made London in your way. There is an exhibition quite uncommon in Europe, which could not have escaped your genius. A live rattlesnake, 10 feet in length, and the thickness of a big leg. I went to see it last night by candlelight. We were ushered into a room very little bigger than ours at Pentonville. A man and woman and 4 boys live in this room, joint tenants with 9 snakes, most of them such as no remedy has been discovered for their bite. We walked into the middle, which is formed by a half-moon of wired boxes, all mansions of snakes, whip snakes, thunder snakes, pig-nose snakes, American vipers, and this monster. He lies curled up in folds, and immediately a stranger enters, for he is used to the family, and sees them play at cards. He set up a rattle like a watchman's in London, or near as loud, and reared up a head from the midst of these folds like a toad, and shook his head, and showed every sign a snake can show of irritation. I had the foolish curiosity to strike the wires with my finger, and the devil flew at me with his toad mouth wide open. The inside of his mouth is quite white. I had got my finger away, nor could he well have bit me with his damned big mouth, which would have been certain death in 5 minutes. But it frightened me so much that I did not recover my voice for a minute's space. I forgot, in my fear that he was secured. You would have forgot too, for 'tis incredible how such a monster can be confined in small gauzy-looking wires. I dreamed of snakes in the night. I wish to heaven you could see it. He absolutely swelled with passion to the bigness of a large thigh. I could not retreat without infringing on another box, and just behind, a little devil not an inch from my back had got his nose out, with some difficulty and pain, quite through the bars. He was soon taught better manners. All the snakes were curious and objects of terror, but this monster, like Aaron's serpent, swallowed up the impression of the rest. He opened his damned mouth when he made at me, as wide as his head was broad. I hallooed out quite loud, and felt pains all over my body with the fright. I have had the felicity of hearing George Dyer read out 1 book of The Farmer's Boy. I thought it rather childish. No doubt there is originality in it, which, in your self-taught geniuses, is a most rare quality, they generally getting hold of some bad models in a scarcity of books, and forming their taste on them, but no selection. All is described. Mind, I have only read 1 book. Yours sincerely, Philo Snake, C.L. The Farmer's Boy, by Robert Bloomfield, was published in March, 1800, and was immensely popular. Other criticisms upon it by Lamb will be found in this work. Lamb's visit to Cambridge was deferred until January 5, 1801.